Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Michelle. I'm a portrait photographer that loves helping other photographers build a business that they love. In today's video, we're talking about how we actually respond to the question, how much do you charge? And if you missed it, I talked about in a previous video on the actual email that I send to clients when they first ask about it. And I actually have a copy and paste template for you to use if you're interested. You can get that for free down in the description box below. And in that video, I talked a little bit about this inquiry magazine, but today I'm breaking it down exactly what's in it, what I would suggest you do it, and why it converts so well. So let's get into it. So today we're gonna really hone in on this inquiry magazine. And I call it inquiry magazine, but it's just a fancy way of saying the PDF that I send over to my clients to tell them my pricing. This has grown over the years, let me say that, but I think this is so important for every photographer to have because we're such visual people, and it's just a chance to wow them and stand out from other photographers maybe that just send over a price sheet. This PDF just gives them a chance to be immersed in your brand, because you're gonna put your work all over it, but you're immersing them in your brand and your experience and what you have to offer before they get to the price. I mean, you're gonna get price shoppers, so they might just scroll through the end to find it. That happens, but just giving them a chance to slow down and maybe take in all the special things you have to offer will make them start to think a little bit more and get them excited to work with you, and a really chance again to just make yourself stand out. Okay, so the things that you need to include, in my opinion, in your little PDF you send over: an About Me page. So again, it's kind of like your website, but an About Me page so they can get to know you. Reasons why they should book with you. So why are you different? Do you offer professional hair and makeup? Do you do consultations? How long are your sessions? Maybe how many images? Like special features that you do that are like extra benefits. I also like to include a timeline in there so they can get a kind of a snapshot view of what it looks with me. So like from the moment they book to how long it'll be till their session, maybe how long it takes me to edit, how I deliver their images, and how long that usually takes, just so they have an idea of what it would look like to work with me. Then FAQs are good to be in there. It doesn't have to be a ton, but maybe like 4 or 5 FAQs, and testimonials. So testimonials are so good. You want to be putting that in, and this is all going in before you put your prices in, because you want them to be like, oh wow, this is really fun and this is exciting. Oh, I get all this extra stuff too. I didn't realize that. Oh, she knows what she's doing. All those things you want before you lay down the prices. And of course, we're putting our work throughout the magazine, right? I want your work to be on almost every single page. And of course, your work should correlate with what they're inquiring about. So if they're doing family photos, you know, you're obviously not going to be putting weddings on there, right? You want to just put families on there. Or if they're just doing a wedding, obviously you're not going to put like senior pictures in there, you know? So, I mean, I have to say that because I see it all the time, but you want it to just be relevant to what they're asking about. And if that means you have to make multiple pricing guides, I still encourage you to do that, because that's going to convert better for you in the long run. And then of course at the end of the PDF you need to put your prices out there. And I like to do collections versus a la carte, because a la carte seems to be a lot, but whatever you sell or whatever you do, you need to have that clearly marked in the back as well. So I should have already put on the screen maybe some shots of what mine looks like. Again, to make this PDF, I highly recommend Canva if you don't feel like you're a graphic designer. Canva's great. It's really user-friendly, drag and drop, easy to edit text. I've got lots of templates in there. You can also do Photoshop, of course, if you're a Photoshop guru and you're comfortable, or even Illustrator with like bleed lines and all that stuff. Just to make sure your text doesn't get lost if you ever do print it, because I do print mine if I ever meet a client in person, which is RIP at this present moment, but in the past I would meet with them in person and hand out this magazine. Or you can get templates from an Etsy shop if you want to support a local business, or there's probably some free templates on Pinterest if you just need to get like the dimensions exactly what you want or something like that. So there's lots of options out there for you, but I recommend Canva first, and then it's really easy to just compile it as a big PDF. And you might have, depending on how many pages you do, you might have to compress it in order to fit in an email. Just FYI, I learned that the hard way. Just make sure that your images are still showing up, you know, crisp, high res, focused when you are delivering it to your client. If you guys already have kind of a magazine or a PDF like this and you want some feedback, or after watching this video you're implementing a few things, let me know if you want me to look it over and maybe critique or add a few things. I'm happy to help there too. So I know you guys are gonna see more conversion rates if you do this. I know it's time consuming, but you just have to do it once and then you can send it over and over and over again. Always get their email so you can send this PDF, because this PDF should be your wow factor, and you're gonna at least get them a little bit more excited than just texting out, oh, I have different packages but they start at like 400 or whatever it is. It'll just look more professional too. So I hope that helps. I hope that gets some ideas running. And then again, if you guys want to grab that copy and paste email template of what I send when I get inquiries in my business, you are welcome to get that with the link down below. And then until next time, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.